dad did this, your dad did this, your dad did this. He was one of the only non-Saudis or Palestinians that worked directly with the government, and he doesn't take the small deals from the government.
Like, I'm your sister. Sometimes I do expect a better treatment.
A lot of expectations. Not from family.
Yeah, from outside.
Sometimes I need my brother, and I get like my business partner or my mentor, and I'm like, I need my brother right now.
Yeah. Welcome back to Success After Dark podcast. We got some special guests today. We got the family, Afnan Khalifa and Jawad Khalifa.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What are we doing today? What are we doing?
Hi guys, my name is Afnan Khalifa.
Hey, my name is Joad Khalifa, second youngest.
Second youngest. So listen, today will be an interesting day because we're going to talk about a lot of subjects that are family-oriented, family and business. So by the end of this podcast, you'll know a couple of things. Number one, a relationship and family changes. The pros and cons, I believe, in a family-run business. And I have a couple of questions for both the siblings. So, Afnan, you are how old?
24.
And
turned 19 today.
You're 19 today. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, brother. So
I didn't get any gifts yet.
we don't do gifts in the family. It's haram. So we were all raised in Saudi, all of us. Mm-hmm. And then each came at a different level in their life. Joad studied high school here.
Yep.
Me and Afnan didn't. Me and Afnan studied in Saudi. So I feel like we have different backgrounds and different thinkings that happens. And today, I want to talk about a couple of things. But we want to focus today on what happened in the business and how you guys got started. So, Afnan, you've been in the business for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And Joad, you've been...
Since May, so 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
So 3 years and 6 months. How y'all like family business?
So I'll be honest. Obviously, in the beginning, when I got started, because I was the first sibling to get started.
Yeah.
First of all, Rakan did not approve of me getting started. It was a whole. I remember I was begging you for a whole 2-3 months. I was sending you like long paragraphs why I need to do what you do, and I get it. You did not want me to join because first of all we were not that close.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We loved each other, but we were not that close because we were both young and busy and just running around, million jobs, school, whatever. And you were just afraid, right? What would happen, boys? Because there was a lot of what's the word?
Untrusted people. Let's just put it this way.
I don't think that's a word. Non-trustworthy people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the business that, thank God they're not here no more. And I get it. You had your fears, and but I really just wanted to get started. Obviously, to make money, to learn how to invest, and to just escape this because I used to be a waitress, right? So I just wanted to.
So tell us about what you did before getting into network marketing.
I came to Canada when I was 18.
Yeah.
It was time for university, and it was either fashion because I was very passionate about fashion, or engineer. Fashion rejected me because the portfolio thing was not great. Yeah. So okay, let me make my parents proud and do engineering. I did it for 1 semester. I'm like, no. So I switched to business.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I'm like, they're not teaching me anything that I can apply in real life. So I always had 2-3 jobs.
So you worked as a waitress?
My first job was actually Starbucks.
Oh, nice.
Starbucks, that was the only place that can hire you without anything in your resume.
Yeah.
And I had nothing on my resume because in Saudi I've never had a job before.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then my friend was a server, and he's like, oh, like, we make tips here. I'm like, oh, you guys make a lot of money in tips. I'm like, okay, well, I need money right now. I don't care about anything because I was broke. I got a call from our dad, and he's like, I can't support you guys anymore financially. Find a job. And that's when I'm like, okay, I need to figure this thing out because minimum wage at Starbucks is not cutting it.
Yeah.
I became a server at 2 restaurants and I was just running around, going to school and just really grinding. Obviously, I was 18, 19. I had a lot of energy. I would sleep 4 hours. I would commute from Ryerson to back home in Richmond Hill, an hour and a half every single day. It was a lot. But you just do it, right? Because you want more. So when I saw people making money online, because I've never seen that, and then you're telling me they're making 6 figures, 7 figures, I've never met anyone around me that was making that much money. I'm like, okay, whatever they're doing, they don't look that smart. I can do it too, right? And I saw a lot of like younger people in the business.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's why I really got started. And I just had so much belief because I saw how much success and growth you've had in the business. So I came in and I just rocked it from day one.
Yeah.
And it was the belief that I got from just seeing you for the past, 2 years in the business?
Yeah.
Crushing it and just really changing your life.
I like that. So I'll ask both of you guys a question because I'm going to go. Joad, before that, did you have a job in Saudi?
I did not.
No, you didn't. But you came here, and what was your first job?
My first job actually started in 2020. So it was recent, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started as a personal shopper. You shop for other people, grocery-wise.
Okay.
He made it seem so fancy.
I know. I was like,
whoa,
what?
personal
Wow.
shopper.
Like, that's a...
That's the job title. But yeah, so you have, I'll explain it in a simple way. You have a cart, like any normal human being.
Yeah.
And you go, you shop for other people. You see, they give you what they need. It's on an app. And you go pick their items, put it in a bag, you put it somewhere, and someone takes it.
I never knew that was a thing.
Like Loblaws pickup.
That's exactly where I work.
That's how
I thought you can just order to the house. I don't know that you can.
That's Uber Eats. There's something called pickup that you can just go to Walmart, Loblaws, and just pick up.
Okay, and then...
That's what I do.
And then
Loblaws.
that was your first job. Mm-hmm. You were excited. But you were... Jawad, I feel like, was against the business in the beginning.
Was he?
No.
Yeah. No, because I remember I had a talk with you. And we
Oh, he wanted to go to school. Well, he is going to school.
Well, he is going to school,
He wanted
but-
to become a lawyer.
Whoa.
Right?
A lawyer?
Me, lawyer?
No, I don't think so.
I'm offended,
I think
but
what,
okay.
what Jawad,
Wants to go.
I remember one time I was talking to him, and I'm like, "Why don't you do what we do?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be good at that." Or he kind of like brushed it away.
I remember the conversation.
Yeah.
I told you I don't know the right people.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
kept
I
giving me
told
the
you.
excuse. Oh, I don't know the right people. So I'm like, well, clearly you know the circle you're chilling with is the wrong circle, and I don't know what turned around, but we'll get to that. But here's a question for both of you guys: do you guys think that if I didn't start the business, network marketing, online business, trading, would you guys would have started?
I think Afnan is better to answer that question first before me.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I think I would have started network marketing because I was actually talking to a girl before I got started.
Yeah.
And she was in another network marketing company for beauty products.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what network marketing is. You know how they advertise it, especially for like products like, oh, travel with us, girls, love, fun.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Boss babe.
Boss babe,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm like, I want to do that. So I actually messaged her and we almost met downtown in Toronto and then she canceled last minute and that's why I didn't get started, I think. But then you did it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can I mention the network marketing company? Actually, never mind. Never mind, I'll find.
No, I don't think. But okay. Well, Jawad, what? So you've seen two siblings having massive success. Mm-hmm. I'm talking
Massive.
big, enormous,
Yes.
huge. Do you feel like that puts a pressure on you?
In a sense, can I be blunt here?
Yes.
Okay. So in the beginning, you remember our conversation when I first got started.
Yeah.
We were sitting at the table with everyone.
Yes.
And Afnan was like, "You have 3 months."
Yeah.
You have 3 months.
I remember. I was like, you have 3 months. And then Mama was like, no,
should.
it's okay.
Okay, I
Let
was
him
like,
his-
take your
I'm like, no, 3
time.
months.
I'm more of the understanding siblings. I feel like you can, because I feel like he's so young. Like we didn't start when he was his age.
I get it, but
I feel like I didn't have the development at 18, 19, I guess now.
Yeah, obviously, I had more experience by the time I was 21. I started when I was 21.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started when I was 21 years old.
I was 18.
Yeah. Interesting. So you were against you. You just had the excuse. You had a limiting belief of you don't have the right people around you. So what changed that?
What changed that? Really, my mentor,
Who's the mentor?
Mr. Vlad Bilbin.
I thought I was gonna say my name.
I thought I was going to say my name.
No, you remember when we went to when I first met Vlad.
I'm confused, bro. Continue on.
When I first met Vlad, we went to, who was it? Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather's fight.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's when I first met Vlad. I thought he was a cool guy. And now I didn't understand the business at all.
Yeah.
Like nothing. But I saw him at the LA Fitness. I started going to LA Fitness and I started seeing him there. That's when I started chilling. Then he just subconsciously, he talks about the business. He posts about the business. I followed him. So I started like I saw him talking to a lot of people at LA.
Yeah.
That's what got me out of the excuse. Like, I don't know the right people. I can know the right people now.
I feel like because obviously
we're siblings.
Yeah. He just thought like it's just unattainable.
La familiarity, maybe.
Yeah. So when he saw someone like totally a regular person that was going to the same gym as him, he's like, okay, well, wait, I can do it too, I guess. He saw it from another like perspective.
And mainly because I never saw you guys in action.
True.
Never.
Because we're never at home.
Yeah.
And when Afnan was at home, she was always in her room talking. And you know your sister. Someone knocks at their door. Get out! I'm not even in. Get out! But yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. So I'll ask you guys this question. So technically, we are in a family business. What do you guys think the pros and cons? Like, we've always heard this saying, "Don't do business with family," right?
And I get it.
Huh?
I get it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But what would be the pros and cons for something like that?
Well, I get why people would say don't do business with family because sometimes money can get ugly, and thank God that's not the situation with us. But usually when it's not like a very successful business, money can get ugly. It's like, oh, my share. Our business is different because we're not like sharing it. It's like
it's based on everybody's work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's be real. This whole last year, me and you've been fighting back and forth.
Yeah.
Right? Why? Because we're both crazy stubborn.
Yeah.
When I get mad, I say crazy stuff.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
And when you get mad, you send paragraphs with a lot of lines in betweens, and I'm not reading those paragraphs.
He doesn't send me paragraphs. I don't mess up that much.
He sends paragraphs. But you know what it is? Sometimes it's like, obviously doing this business as your sister. And again, maybe it's not the right way, but it's just human beings, right? I expect, like, I'm your sister. Sometimes I do expect a better treatment or an extra. And you're so good with that where you don't, right? You treat everyone equal, no matter if they're your sibling and so on and so forth. And sometimes I need my brother and I get, like, my business partner or my mentor and I'm like, I need my brother right now.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the opposite. I need my business partner and, you know.
Not my brother.
Yeah, not my brother. So, but I feel like we've been learning, we've been getting better at it.
Yeah, a lot.
Right? To communicate and just understand where the other person is.
But do you feel like this business got us closer together?
100%. 100%. But one thing about Rakan, and I don't know what it is. I feel like you're my child.
Yeah, upside down. Okay.
Let me tell you in what sense.
Sure.
I just feel like I need to take care of you. Right? I need to like manage things. I feel like I'm very like... You're very like... I'm like, okay, wait, it's like I have a responsibility to make you happy, you know? To make sure you're okay. To make sure everything... I feel like I'm like... Let's say we travel together, like we have a flight.
Yeah.
You're like just lost on your phone, like working. And I'm like, okay, let me... Please, he wants this. Like I'm like managing everything and he's like...
Yeah.
Because I'm very organized and you're more like, okay, I have a billion things to work with. Middle Eastern team, this team. I'm like, okay, let me take care of this child right now. Let me cook for him. Did you eat? Did you want anything?
The mother in her comes out.
Yeah, the mother. Yeah. So what about you, Joad? Do you feel like, what do you think the pros and cons for a family business? And then the second part, do you feel like this business got you closer to us?
Okay, I'm going to answer the first one first. Pros, one, it did bring us all together. I did not speak to either of you that much, and you know that.
That is true.
In the beginning, when Rakan was busy.
But you were like more of a waste man, I'll be honest with you. You were chilling with waste man, so by default, you're not a waste man.
I was
you're
a waste man.
part of the Khalifa family, so you can't be a waste man. But
I know
you were associated to some waste mans, and 1 + 1 = 2.
Oh my God! Remember when you found?
Yeah.
In his bag.
I found some.
When I picked her up and
I found some stuff.
And you almost called the police on him.
No.
No, Afnan.
Or maybe you just said it.
This was you being overdoing.
You almost called mom, and I was like, Afnan, please. And remember, let's not.
He's like, I'm not using. I'm just selling. Oh, okay. That makes it better. As long as it's not like big difference. I'm very aware. I just sell it. And it was what? Do you want to say it? People be thinking
okay.
like.
It's not crazy.
It's legal in Canada.
It's nothing would take him to jail. That's for sure.
That's
legal in Canada.
I'm not ashamed of it. It's weed.
Something as a Middle Eastern that you know, it's just like a no. I don't know.
Yeah.
But okay, so you talked about the business got us close together. So what do you think the pros and cons are?
Okay, pros wise, I'm telling you. Besides that, it created a connection.
Yeah.
Outside family.
Yeah, sure.
Like I look at you guys in a different way than before. I used to look at you like, oh, this is my older sister.
Yeah.
It's never.
But do you
really
feel because
there.
other people praise us right now, you look at us in a very different way?
Did you what you said last time?
What?
This is my sister that's, always busy, never there for me. And this is my older brother who has 10 jobs that I never see except when he calls me at 3 a.m. I'm outside. We're going to get food. Hangs up. That's it. That was the relationship back then. You know that.
Yeah.
Afnan, I would go to school and come back, lock the door, and I'd repeat the same thing. And Rakan would be at his job. 2 a.m. he would call me, Joad, we're getting Vietnamese pho.
Pho. But I get it. Obviously,
repeat.
we're both young and we were in the beginning stage of building our career.
And
you gotta sacrifice.
I wasn't against that. I was like, I understand the hustle. It's completely fine. Cons wise, I agree with Afnan. Money can get in the way, but also sometimes when someone's upset about something, it can get confused.
Yeah.
If you are upset at something in general, and the energy, let's say, comes at me. Yes, I know that's targeted at you.
Wait,
I'm looking at Rakan, but it's it's one of these tactics. She's mad at me for something else, but because I'm her little brother, it comes off as like I'm mad at him in general. But it could be in a business sense. It's just the boundaries are so thin; they're not drawn between personal and business. That's one of the cons that I dislike, really.
Okay. Who's the most favorite child in the family?
Rakan.
Alhamdulillah. Why?
Actually, no. Lamar?
No,
why?
Wait, hold on. We'll get to Lamar, but why?
Because you love talking to your mom and to your dad. And you're just a great social... Okay, let me tell you. You're a very good social person, right? I feel like... obviously Middle Eastern, girl and so on and so forth. There was a lot of challenge back and forth, especially moving here to Canada.
Yeah.
You didn't have to deal with a lot of those things. And it was... You always had that responsibility.
Well, I was here alone.
That too.
In the beginning. Yeah.
So that was like, what, 3 years that you spent alone? So...
Yeah.
But you've been always the favorite. I can't say much.
Do you feel like me being the favorite?
Yes.
Like, did you have...
He's happy right now, his guest. The ego.
Do you feel... Because you're the first female in
the family.
In the siblings.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you had always something like to prove?
Not really.
No.
Because, back in the days, you had always something to prove. Because I was a smart kid in school, and you weren't.
My family. Oh, look at your younger sister.
Yeah, I was A+.
A++.
Graduated high school, 98%.
It happens right now too.
Happens right now. Oh,
yeah.
They
when I
compare
was in grade 12.
to
look at little sister, 91, 99. Why, Joad, do you need to go private school?
But,
Huh.
I don't think it's more like...
I didn't think of it this way. Because I was just never good at school.
Yeah. But no, I never compared...
You never did, eh? I like that.
Not like that, no.
And do you...
Or to prove. It's not really to prove to you. Yeah. It's more to prove to my parents that I'm good enough, but not better than you guys.
Yeah. Jawad, like, you have 2 older siblings. Going back to when they've had big success. They've made a lot of money. What type of challenges does that come with?
Okay. A couple of comments here, yes.
Oh, God.
Okay. A lot of expectations. Not from family.
Yeah, from outside of people.
Outside. Yeah. See, what happens is, now I'm in a lot of group chats. Yes. And a lot of people in the team, they look at me, because I've been surrounded with you guys a lot. And a lot of the people, like my mentor, I spend a lot of time with them. Yeah. They don't understand what level I'm at. And I'm not at a huge level like you guys. But because I spend a lot of time with you guys, I start, to imitate and act. Like, yes, I absorb the same information. So when I chill or I spend time with people who are my level, one, they don't understand my level, and two, it comes off as cocky in a way. It's like I know it all. Realistically, I don't. But with you guys, a lot of times I stay quiet. With them, I don't. That's one.
See.
Number two, a lot of people from the team in general, they're like, oh, like let's say I tell them my rank or way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like you remember in Lebanon, right?
Yeah.
You're in Lebanon, right?
They were a little disappointed.
I looked at him. He was like, bro, really? And he looked at you like, who's this disappointment? I saw a dad's face in him. Like, oh.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. They look at you, and a lot of people don't recognize me, and then I tell them, "Oh, my name is Joad Khalifa." Like, oh, you're Coach Rakan's brother? Yeah. But I didn't see you on stage. But like, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Why were you on stage? I'm not planning exact. That's fine.
Yeah, well, they don't understand obviously how old you are, and
you look older.
Have,
you look older than how you look for.
And you act older, so I get it, but. You gotta understand, people don't know the full story. So.
Yeah.
And I that's why I explained to them, like a lot of people from our team too, like the girls on the team, they look at me like, oh, okay. Oh, he's Coach Afnan as well. Like, they idolize you in a way. And that's fine, you're their mentor. But when they look at me, like, oh, Joad, and then they find out like, oh.
No, I don't think
Joad
that's
is
true.
not here, he's here, he's like us.
I feel like that's maybe, you think that's a self-limiting belief in his head?
I think so, because I don't think that's how my team looks at you. They love you. They.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they don't. It's just the look is different.
Expect more than you.
Yeah, I know they do
They
expect.
expect me to be like Coach Afnan.
You're in any royal family in the world. You know, there's an upcoming king, an upcoming queen, and you know they look at you like an upcoming king. So of course they're gonna expect more from you, and that's okay. You know, I don't know how it would be if I joined the business let's say if I was the youngest and you know I joined my older siblings. I don't know how that would be, and I try as much as I can to be. I reflect sometimes. I'm like, okay, did I say this right? Did I not say this right? Am I ruining my relationship with her or him, or am I guiding? I'm more of a guy. Well, you know, I don't know how to speak it. Just watch me do it, and you'll figure it out. That's kind of my way of mentorship, right?
Yeah,
because
most things are not.
Because I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
It happened with the hard disk, remember?
What?
He was like, Joad, I will kill you. I will kill you.
For what?
You'll
So
be
I
dead.
have an event in Lebanon, right?
Oh,
Cost me $70,000.
amazing.
We put all the content in our hard disk. I had to fly. I had I had Jordan and a couple other flights before I came back to Jordan. Before I came back
And
to
you
Canada.
left before me too. Hadi gave me the hard disk.
Yeah, and I had to leave before him because I had other events, and he was just going straight to Canada. So I'm like, you hold this with your heart.
Oh, I don't know about
This
that.
cost me lots of money, right?
Did he lose it?
No, he didn't lose it. So he gets to Canada. I'm like, all I need to do in the beginning, just get the pictures so we can upload it so we can give it to the team. It's been like a week and a half, right? So the team wants the pictures, they want to promote and whatever. Calling him every day, what happened? Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened.
But realistically, who was there? Was it Armin?
And then what happened is, the disc stopped working. I'm like, and my mom was home at that point. I'm like, Mom, if your son ruined my disc, consider you no longer have two sons, you have one son. We went from 4 people to 3 people, 100%.
And he called me. And no. So what happened is he called me and he said, Joad, I will kill you. You listen to this? I will kill you. I promise you this. I will kill you. He said it like in a threatening way. And then text me, sorry, Habibi, I didn't mean it.
Just making sure. I don't go to
I didn't mean it this way, but yani, you know.
Piss me off.
And quote, this is not me.
Piss me off.
Wait, so did it work?
We had a technician. We had a technician fix it. He took it.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah. So yeah, so that's how we fixed the disc and we got the content. So here's another question for both of you guys. How do you think because I'm gonna answer this question, but after you guys, how do you think your relationship with mom and dad has changed since the business?
Good question. Should I go first?
Go first.
Because mine is not as deep as hers. I know that.
Yeah.
Mine is not deep.
It's a bigger. It's bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. In a way, now we all know as a young guy, we all have curfews.
Yeah.
Curfew now has a loophole.
Business.
Must be nice. I'm
Business.
with Rakan.
I'm with Rakan.
I'm with Vlad.
That's all I said.
We're working. We're
I
training.
come back from the gym at 1 a.m. after everything closes. Gym closes at 11. We play basketball at 1. Where are you?
Getting mentored.
Business
in
with
basketball.
Vlad. Business with Vlad.
They just want to make sure that you're not being
I know that.
Yeah, of course.
stupid. That's all.
I understand that, but there's a small loophole. Again, you stay out the whole day. Where were you? Business. Realistically, I was business, but you know.
But you were in business.
No, it was business. Always business.
Sometimes it's mixed.
Business pleasure.
No, school. Ryerson's far. An hour and a half. I'm not going an hour and a half to
So
spend
no
2
one
hours and come
drives
back.
you, right?
Huh? Nobody drives me. Me drives me. I don't have car.
I don't have car.
I don't have car.
Well, you did have car that you ruined it for mom, but that's another story for another day.
Yes. Guys, I crash. Big deal. I crash. Some
crashed your
guy
mom's car.
in Tesla.
This was- Rakan
this
bought
was the
her for
house.
her.
This was a car. This was a car that I got my mom.
And I, from the beginning, said, Jawad, do not drive mom's car. And your parents have been getting so, like,
What?
lenient with,
Yeah.
like, yo, Jawad, poor
It's
guy.
okay.
He can drive it. It's okay. Look what happens when you don't listen to Afnan. Crashes it.
Afnan.
Anyway, let's move on to question that Afnan.
I
So
cover. It's okay.
do you think your relationship with mom and dad has changed?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like obviously they respect what
Yeah.
we do more.
Yeah.
Like I'm traveling every week or every other week, and they understand. They know like I'm not out there just doing crazy
Yeah.
stuff because I actually don't.
Yeah.
It's always business. It's always working, and yeah, they're definitely more understanding. They respect what we do, and they love it. They love.
What about your side? Like your side, you tell them their side. What about your side?
From my side,
Yeah, from your side.
um,
Because I'll talk about both sides, but yeah.
but what do you mean from my side?
Okay, so let me give you an example.
Yeah.
In the beginning, like I was a crazy kid to drop out from, especially from my work. Because I remember the day that I quit my job, I called my mom and I was tearing up, right? And throughout time, like I felt like my parents are like, this is stupid. Okay, maybe this is not stupid.
It's a good idea.
Okay, I respect it. Maybe this works. Oh, he makes money. Oh, he can do this. Oh, so it gradually had steps to it.
Okay.
But from my side, I feel good to be able to give more to my family, give more to mom and dad, and I feel like my relationship with my dad, because now that I talk to a lot of people and I hear a lot of stories, I'm trying to always improve my relationship with mom and dad. Me and my mom has always been close. Me and my dad, we've had our issues especially when I was in Saudi, right? So now, like, I have a better relationship with him. Like, I call him randomly, like, what are you doing? Like, well, let's go out, let's go. And I want to be able to have time with him alone, right? Because I've always had time alone with mom, but I never had time alone with dad. So being in the business, making money, I started to have more respect for dad, because dad was always an entrepreneur. Whenever you guys first came, I didn't start the business yet, but at that point I was employed at Good Life, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be able to work at Good Life. I want to go up the hierarchy, whatever,
The corporate ladder.
and the corporate ladder, and he threw it in my face. He's like, so you came to Canada to work at a gym? and I resented entrepreneurs for so long, or him being an entrepreneur, because we never had a stable life. 1 month we made money, 1 month we didn't make money.
True.
Right? 1 month he used to give me like 100 riyals every weekend for me to go out, and 1 week go, best of luck getting it.
Figure it out.
I figure it out.
Yeah.
So I just resented it. I'm like, and then the people that were around him,
That's true. I remember even one of our parents' family, he worked as
a job.
a job at a corporate, and although he made less than my dad, my mom always said it even before. She's like, well, make sure when you guys grow up, get a stable job. It's better than entrepreneurs. I remember that. Wow.
So and I still remember to this day that it is just, I was against it. I didn't like it, and then when I did like it, when things turned the table, now I understand, like, I get what he was talking about. He just didn't know how to communicate it with me. That's all.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you know, your dad has never been the
Communicator.
Yeah, communicator. He's more of a show it type person.
Yeah.
His whole life.
Like, dad was a big success story back home,
Amazing.
right? And
He was.
and I like, yeah, we heard it back home and we had everything, but I heard it from people that are here, like without him being around. So I remember I was at my restaurant one day and I was sitting down, and some friend of his comes in. I don't know his friend, you know. And so he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm this is for your father. Nice to meet you too." Well, like, I know, you know, and the old uncles. I know you when you were this big. Awesome, nice.
You were a pickle job.
So he sits down with me, and like, he has this long talk. Like, your dad did this, your dad did this, your dad did this. He was one of the only non-Saudis or Palestinians that worked directly with the government, and he doesn't take small deals from the government. He always takes big deals from the government, and I'm just looking.
I feel like we never knew that.
We never knew. He never talked about it. He
Yeah.
never talked about it, and nobody around him.
And there's no social
And
media to, like,
I'll never forget. So
post videos.
every Friday we used to go to استراحة. What's استراحة? Like a
compound.
gathering,
Like
like
a
a compound gathering. And the guys used to always sit around dad and ask him questions.
I remember
Oh, really?
that.
I didn't see
They would
that.
sit-
Yeah,
before.
because you were in the.
They would sit around him with the shisha and they
Yeah.
were playing the cards.
A card,
They would
and
always
that-
sit beside him.
And then always asking questions, always about business, always about things.
Yeah.
And you know, that because we were like his kids, like we didn't care. But as I grow up, as I appreciate it more, as I want it more, as I know that, like, it wasn't a fluke. He's done what he's done. Because he had knowledge. He was a hustler. He worked hard. He knew how to get. And the best thing that he did, he took a risk, because we're Palestinians.
Yeah.
The best thing that he did is he allowed us to have the chance to be, because you can imagine how many Palestinians all over the world that don't have passports,
Yeah.
that can't travel,
Until
they can't.
this day.
So hard.
And I see this every single day, because a lot of my Middle Eastern team, there are a lot of Palestinians that live in Jordan, Turkey. They live all over the Arab world,
That's
right?
the biggest
They
There are
can't
some
travel.
Palestinians that are here that can't travel. Still
Yeah,
have
because
to-
they don't have the papers yet, right? But I'm like this Canadian guy that I'm just traveling, and you know, I don't need no visas nowhere. Just
Yeah.
throw it at their face.
That's the biggest blessing.
And I have like a big chest. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, put me to jail? I just called it like.
You're walking with a big chest.
Yeah. Like, so to me, that was a blessing that he's done, and how he paved the road for us. Like, maybe he has different ways of paving the road, but in my eyes, that's how he paved the road for us. So
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
that was, and I will have a session. I will have an episode with him and mom. That's
Nice.
gonna be really interesting.
Nice.
And we'll see if he approves, because I mentioned it around him. He's like, yeah, this is stupid. Okay, so
This is stupid.
this is not happening. Let's talk about.
I want to mention something.
Sure.
Back in the day, do you remember how we had like a tent up in like the fourth floor or the fifth floor?
Best tent.
Yeah, best tent.
I
Amazing.
ruined it for him.
We all
Oh, when
ruined
you
it.
left, it was mine.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Afnan,
3 years.
Habitat, cave, women cave.
Yeah,
I swear
after
to God.
school all the way until 1 a.m.
Really?
It was mine.
But before it was mine. But okay, continue on.
For me, midday, Afnan busy, I put PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
When I first got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, do you remember? I don't want to mention names here. But sometimes there was this really old guy that would always come to the house.
Yeah.
He had 2 older sons or 3 that you're friends with.
Okay.
He would always come after you left. He would always come to the house and just sit down with dad. 3 hours and then leave. They just talk he's old. You know, he
Yeah.
was like 10 years older than that. Sit
Oh.
down, Joad, get out. You know damn well it's not like
It's a
like
business.
politics or something. It's business, strict.
Huh. Interesting. Let's talk about an upcoming, because it's not only 3, there's 4.
Mm-hmm. Little prodigy.
The emotional one.
They always say that. You know what?
She's young, though.
Oh, but she is the emotional one. What are you? You're a Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius. I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
All
I'm
fire signs.
I'm a cusp.
Okay, whatever it is. She's a water
He
sign,
knows too much
Aquarius.
about that.
What's a Capricorn? Earth?
I
Sun?
think Earth.
Interesting. But
But she's the soft one.
She's a yellow.
But I feel like
She's the soft one.
here's what I think. She has read every network marketing book I have.
She's very smart.
Yeah.
She's
I just feel like
I genuinely believe she's the these like small like school prodigies in
Yeah.
the family. She's 100% that one. I was on her laptop accidentally. I looked. I was like 99. I was like, I never seen that mark in my life. That 99, I see it on like Quizlet with BuzzFeed. That's it.
She's 15 right now. She'll be
Yeah.
19, 18 in 3 years. So she told me the other day, she's like, 3 more years. Yes, 3 more years.
That sounds a
She's
lot.
like,
It sounds like a lot, like a threat sometimes.
3 years. But
3 years is long.
And then, I know. And then she's like, I already have my people.
Damn.
Right?
I swear to God, this is the other day. She's like, I already have my people.
Recruit them young.
All right.
Damn.
All right.
Planting
I like
seeds.
that.
That's what I learned.
I mean, that's good. I feel like she will be a success story. And then did you see the video? Oh, you weren't there. So I put on my Instagram her, like, she did a video at your house. Mm-hmm. Did you were you filming it or you weren't there?
No, she was filming it by herself.
Oh, yeah, so
about her first name and last name.
Yeah. Like, she explained her first name and last name.
Yeah.
That was a good video.
That was a good
Oh, I didn't watch it. I was hearing her.
Yeah.
And she
I'll
was
send you
saying
the video. I have a video.
I always like hated my
Yeah.
last name.
Yeah.
My
first
last name was a legacy and I loved that.
Yeah.
But my first name, because my teachers would always think it's a guy's name.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
back
get it,
home, Lamar is
Yeah.
more of a
It's a
female
female
name.
name, yeah.
Here in the Western culture, it's more like a male. But
Yeah.
No, it's both sides.
it's
too.
both sides too. But
Sure.
you see more guys.
Yes.
And it was her teacher that actually made her not like her name. I'm like, Lamar, I wish my name was Lamar. Like,
Yeah.
you want to switch? I'll switch right now. But I actually talked about it on my story. I'm like, teachers are technically mentors to all those
big
kids.
influence.
So
Huge influence,
they gotta
yes.
be really careful what they're
What they're
saying to those kids.
Absolutely.
Even if it was a small, like, oh, I thought your name was
Yeah, a
like.
joke, like a
But that really made her not like her name.
Wow.
So teachers gotta be very careful what they're telling these kids and be the most loving, generous, not saying anything that would be taken out of context or would be
Yeah.
negative, because it will affect them. And that might be a trauma for the rest of our life.
I don't think they're prepared for that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think they
in the curriculum they take, for them, the education part of how they teach it comes above. Like my friend is actually studying to become a teacher.
Yeah.
He told me he's a second year because I'm supposed to be second years.
Yeah.
He told me in the curriculum they put the education part because the teacher, they have to go to teacher school.
Sure.
There's no emotional part or how to talk to kids, how you teach to kids. That's it. That's what comes.
But
in
that's the
curriculum.
most important
Not
thing.
to what to tell a kid.
Yeah.
Because there's things that you're not supposed to do. Like, we all heard it in Saudi. Like,
Yeah.
a teacher beat me up, bro. You know that, right? He threw me against the wall.
You?
Yes, there's a gate. He threw me against
Was
the
I
gate.
was I there?
No, you were not. Yeah. What?
In our school?
Yes, bro.
With mine last name?
Wael. Do you remember that Egyptian guy, big guy, gym guy?
Really?
Wael. Bas Ras Abu.
That was a long time ago. It's good. It's fine.
But, okay,
We
so-
forgive
but
them.
they're not
But no,
prepared for
let me
that.
tell you one thing that
Yeah.
even in my high school,
Yeah, I was
things
gonna
that-
ask. Okay.
things
yeah.
that my teacher said that till today affects me, and obviously, thank God I took it and made a good
Yeah.
use out of it, which they would always tell my mom when they had a parents meeting, is just too loud.
Oh,
She's too much. She's too much
yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Like, tell her to
yeah,
calm
yeah,
down.
yeah.
They're like just very smart,
Yeah.
straight A's, but she's too much. Like, always
Okay.
talking, always out there. Tell her to take a chill pill, and that was always the thing. I would go to like the principal
Yeah.
every single day because I talk too much.
Huh. Interesting.
I heard
just
that a
didn't
lot.
know.
Never
so
the loud
so
part.
what? Okay. So here's a question for both of you.
And I always had opinions about everything. Like, why this?
Yo, we
You
said-
are opinionated. I agree.
Why this? Why this? And obviously, teachers don't like opinionated
Yeah, yeah,
kids.
yeah.
So I was always like that A+ kid that is just a rebel,
Opinionated, yeah.
loud, annoying, like just
You
too
can't even
much.
kick me if you want. I'm an A+.
Yeah.
I like that.
But that stayed with me the whole time. It's like, wait, am I
Yeah,
good
she's
enough?
too loud, yeah.
she's too loud. Am I doing something wrong? Or she always wanted to be the center of attention. Well, that's
Oh.
true, but
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So here's another question for you guys, both of you guys. Do you feel like you've had mentors as teachers?
No.
Yes.
No.
no.
No teacher was. No, it doesn't have to be like a.
Yeah,
like-
I know what you mean.
Someone who had an impact on you, in a
Yeah.
way.
I have
Like a-
one or two. One mainly. This guy.
I had one. She
he-
told me just don't get married
he
young
failed me.
and don't
Oh,
have
nice.
kids young.
Allah, ya habibi.
She's like, live your life. She still follows
she's
me on Instagram.
traumatized.
Yeah, because she had kids
Yeah.
and got married.
But
young. That's it.
I had this guy that failed me in school, right? and like on borderline failed me. And like I went to him one day, and he was our boy. Like he goes, like we finish school, he goes to the shisha bar with us. I'm like, dog,
Adnan?
like, no, Amro. And I'm like, yo, like, bro, you're like our boy. You should
You're
be like,
two-faced.
you should be not. So he goes and and we were chilling with him 2 nights before the exam. 2 nights before the exam, like he was teaching us physics and chemistry, like the two hardest subjects.
Yeah.
And you know, we're chilling with him. We're supposed to have like an upper hand. We're supposed to have like a, you know, like what's up, and so he's playing cards with us, right? So I'm just joking with him. So like, when are you gonna give us the exam? And he looked at me, he started laughing, and he keeps playing his card. I'm like, I'm serious, I'm not joking. Come on, bro. Like we're boys. He's like, yeah. Just because you said that, I'm gonna make it harder, and I'm gonna put your name in the exam. I'm like, you can't put my name in the exam, bro. You have an exam for the whole school. There's like 3 classes that are grade 12. Like, you're not gonna, like, that's stupid. So I thought he was joking. On the exam, if Rakan drives a Sonata at 100 kilos an hour, kilometers an hour, what is the speed of? And you
He took the description straight from reality.
He made sure that had a high. I promise you, that was one of the hardest hardest questions of the entire exam, and it had a big mark on it. Everybody hated me from then.
He took the realities of the Sonata that was existing and
Everybody
stuff.
hated me from then. And I'm like, bro, you're like... But he knew, like, if I go back in time, the one thing he really knew how to do was stories. This guy was a storyteller. He knew how to share a story. And every time he shared a story, the whole class was just quiet. And we were the rebels. We were the kids that are sitting back, never listening, never... His class, like, never studying. But his stories, when he talks about stories and how everything happens, like he started talking about chemistry, and then he talks about how chemistry got created. Oh, what this happened and this happened and this happened. And I've always been a person that loved a good story, and hence why I've always liked to enhance my storytelling. Right, I want to be well known as a very well known good storyteller. So that's definitely somebody that has altered things. So here's the last question for both of you guys. Where do you feel like our family will be in 5 years from now?
In Dubai.
I agree with you. I like that idea.
Ma salama.
The whole family or personally, each person where?
Well, the whole family. I'm going, Okan's going.
Yeah.
Lamar is going. Mama, Baba. You're more than welcome to come.
Don't you think it's half-half? You think you're only going to live in Dubai?
Yeah, well, for parents, I don't think they should live anywhere but Dubai. Like, what are they doing, right? I feel like our parents, obviously, they're Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
They sacrificed a lot to come here.
Yeah.
And obviously, their people are back home. I know they're back home. So it's like, okay, time for you guys to enjoy your life. It's enough sacrificing for us.
Yeah.
For us, yeah, well, every month a new country. But yes, I would say, half Dubai, half Miami.
I like the Dubai part because
I think they're gonna be in Saudi. Yeah, they want to go back.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think
Saudi.
so. Not Saudi.
Your dad would definitely do that.
My dad would. My dad would. Yeah.
Really?
My dad would. My mom wouldn't. But
100%.
Dubai is as close.
Like an hour.
You want to go to Saudi? Just take it's a 1 hour flight.
Yeah.
So it's like it won't hurt.
But it's just a
Yeah,
better
it's a higher.
lifestyle.
Well, they're trying to compete right now.
Well, yeah, but
Like Riyadh
With
and
the line
Dubai.
thing, yeah.
Well, Riyadh mainly and in Dubai, they're always trying to compete and they're trying to like.
yeah, I
do
haven't
things.
been back home in a minute.
Yeah, I recently went back home like a couple months ago, and it's
The
a whole,
boulevard and stuff,
it's a whole new country, man. I walked in, I was confused because I lived in a very different country.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just feel like in the next 5 years, we're going to be in a whole different space.
Yeah.
I agree.
Next year goals are crazy, let alone the next 5 years.
I agree.
I feel like all the kids are going to be entrepreneurs. Your sister is going to be here too.
One of them, yeah.
And I have really big goals for us and for our family.
I'm excited.
Beyond excited.
Joad, you're gonna be like 24.
Oh my God.
In 5
We're not
years?
going to talk about how old I am.
Yeah.
Well, you're 23.
I'm 24.
24.
We're
You'll
29.
be 29.
Oh my God.
I'll be like mid 30s. I'm old, man. With that being said, my friends, my family, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Special thanks to my sister, my younger sister, and my younger brother, Afnan Khalifa and Jawad Khalifa.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all subscribe because y'all need to see. I'm gonna figure out a way to grab mom and dad because I have some questions.
That
for
would be
them.
an interesting one.
I have some
That would be an
questions
interesting
from mom and dad, like deep questions, something that we've never heard before. Right? I don't know if
English,
it's gonna,
Arabic.
Well, Arabic, they would obviously like be more
yeah,
fluent.
I mean fluent. But I feel like I'll figure a way out. But make sure you subscribe, you like, you share this content if you know somebody that's gonna suit them. My last line I want to say, I feel like family business, yes, has a lot of cons, but if you do it right, it has more pros and cons.
100%.
Yeah, I'm definitely
100%.
grateful for having my family with me in the business. I'm grateful that I'm able to, leave an impact in my own family before I leave an impact outside. And that's, I feel like, what was going to leave it to
That's
to
real
our
love.
kids.
And I want
kids.
to end this with Rakan, you are in my gratitude journal today.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you.
You too, Joad.
She said you
I feel like that was very genuine, but okay.
It's fine. I don't feel left out. You guys were my Friday prayers.
That's cute.
You
Okay,
were.
friends, family, thank you so much. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.